Okay, so who will brief what we have studied in last lecture? Someone please go ahead and tell. Which concept have we discussed in our first lecture or earlier lecture? Anyone? Maybe Asma Tamboli. Am I audible to you? Roll number 49.
Yes, sir.
So can you brief what we have studied in last lecture? Have you attended our last lecture?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what we have studied, what you have understood from the last lecture. In fact, there is gap of some lectures, some days, but still you need to remember. Go ahead, Asma. Is my voice reaching to you?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what we have discussed. Do you remember or not? Do you remember?
Intonation.
Intonation. Have you studied it? Not
Yes,
yet.
sir.
Not yet. We haven't. We haven't gone to intonation yet. Before intonation, we have seen something. We have discussed something. What is it? Vikram Jagtap, 33, roll number 33.
Yes, sir.
Will you brief our last discussion? See, silence is not the answer here. Silence has multiple implications, multiple hidden meanings, which are reflecting. Either you have not understood it, either you are not willing to tell, either you don't remember. Such can be the possibilities. बघा, न बोलण्याचे हे पण तोटे आहेत. Everything is counted in communication. Silence is also the way of communication. Through your silence, I am receiving certain messages. So please don't be silent. I'm asking you questions. Take it as one interview which you are facing in your final year. Anyone else? Should I take another name? Deshmukh Sangeeta. Sangeeta Deshmukh, roll number 2. Am I audible to you? तुमचं असं आहे का की सर फक्त तुम्हीच बोलत राहा, तुम्हीच शिकवा, आम्ही ऐकतो? तुम्ही पण बोललं पाहिजे. That interactive discussion will be more effective, more useful, I think. Ganesh Jagdale, roll number E30. Can you hear me? Then roll number 1, Abhang Rao Mayuri. Are you here or not? Roll number 4. Which roll number 4? Dhemre. Monali. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So have you attended our last lecture?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what we have studied. Do you remember it? Yes or no?
एका शब्दाचे वेगवेगळे अर्थ कसं काय तर
असं काहीतरी आहे की नाही. एका शब्दाचे वेगवेगळे अर्थ असतात. ठीक आहे. करेक्ट करेक्ट. कुठेतरी आठवतंय तुम्हाला काहीतरी. ठीक आहे. अजून
प्रोनाउन्सिएशन.
The basic concept that we have discussed in last lecture is pronunciation, right? So who will define what pronunciation is? My next question to you all. How will you define pronunciation?
It's an oral activity.
Correct. It is an oral activity of
Producing sound.
producing sounds, correct. Or uttering words or sentences. Yes or no? To utter means what?
Yes, sir.
Ucharne, right? Okay. So what have you learned? If a person doesn't have the quality of good pronunciation, what happens? How do people judge such a person with poor pronunciation? Tell me. There is a person, there is a candidate, there is a student with poor pronunciation. How will you judge him or her? What will be your opinions?
Uneducated.
Very good. Uneducated. Further?
Lacking in knowledge.
Very good. Lacking in knowledge. Very good. What more? Uneducated, lacking in knowledge, incompetent, right? Or not suitable for employment. Are you clear? And opposite to this, there will be positive effects of your good pronunciation. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And as the part of our discussion, we have seen that there are difficulties in pronunciation whenever we are the users of second language. Whenever that English or that any language is not our mother tongue. Yes or no? And we have further seen what we have pointed out, that there are many words in English which have similar spellings, similar pronunciations, but they have different meanings. And which words have we seen? For example, we have seen some words of that category, similar pronunciations, but different meanings.
Accept, expect.
Correct. Very good.
Aspect.
Very good. Okay. Okay. Now there are total 50 students. Let's go ahead for our further discussion. So I will scroll my screen and you will understand from where we have started and where we are going. So this is the first part which has been highlighted and that has been already discussed by us. Are you clear? Yes,
Yes,
or no?
sir. Yes, sir.
So now we will start with the second term, important term. Which is it? That has been highlighted.
Intonation.
Intonation. So in this word intonation, the basic word is tone. Right? Tone. So intonation means the pitch or level of our voice whenever we are speaking. Maybe in interview, maybe in a presentation, maybe in a group discussion, maybe in interpersonal talk. as we have studied in our first lecture, right? So the level of voice matters. Do you agree with me or not? Basically, tell me.
Yes, sir.
हा, मग बघा आपण कोणासोबत बोलतोय, हम किसके साथ बात कर रहे हैं, उनका स्टेटस क्या है, हम कौन है, हमारा स्टेटस क्या है, हमारे फीलिंग्स कौन सी है, और हम क्या एक्सप्रेस करना चाहते हैं, इन सभी बातों का ध्यान रख के हमें बोलना चाहिए या हमें प्रोनाउंसिएशन करना चाहिए. आर यू क्लियर? बिकॉज that intonation has specific hidden meanings. Our tone reflects a large range of meanings which are not included in that word, but they are implied, they are hidden meanings. Are you getting or not? That tone may be happy tone, sad tone, nervous tone, yes or no, sarcastic tone. Are you clear? Our real feeling, real reaction, real attitude is reflected through our tone, or our tone decides whether the things will happen as per our intention or not. Are you getting or not? For example, you wish to request someone to get someone, or sorry, to get something from that next person. Then what kind of tone should we have? Should you have? Can you guess? You are in need of something. You wish to request. So your tone must be requesting tone, not ordering tone. Are you getting or not? What is the difference between requesting and ordering? Can you guess? Can you understand? Requesting और ordering में क्या फर्क है? कौन किसको रिक्वेस्ट कर सकता है, कौन किसको ऑर्डर कर सकता है? टेल मी. सांगा. आपल्याला गरज आहे, वी आर इन नीड. मग आपण दुसऱ्याला ऑर्डर करणार का ते दे म्हणून? करू पण शकतो समजा, कधी कधी करू शकतो, जर तो आपला लहान भाऊ असेल तर. आर यू क्लिअर? घरातलं कोणी असेल तर समजा. But if you are dealing with the higher authority in your organization, and will you go for ordering that higher authority?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
So your tone must be of
Requesting.
requesting. Correct. Is that clear? बऱ्याच वेळा sometimes there are boards, take care of your tone. है की नाही? कशासाठी असतं सांगा हे? कारण आपण कसं बोलतोय, the way of our speech, the manner, the method of our pronunciation matters in communication, and that is what we are going to learn here. So let's go ahead for actual line-to-line discussion. Who will read the first line? I think Prashant wishes to speak something. Roll number 57. Do you wish to read, Prashant? Okay, anyone else? Koli Viraj, roll number 51.
Intonation is defined as the pitch of voice with which a phrase or sentence is uttered by the speaker.
Is uttered by the speaker.
Simply change in tone is called as intonation. Intonation or change of pitch.
पुढे वाचा.
Is crucial is signaling speaker, meaning particularly interpersonal attitudes.
Correct. Okay. So let's understand up to here. Okay. ठीक है. Intonation is defined as the pitch. Pitch means level. Again, sometimes that level may be rising whenever we are under the influence of our extreme emotions, maybe anger, maybe happiness, maybe excitement. Yes or no? Whenever we are angry, that time we don't speak in a low voice. Whenever we are extremely happy, our tone rises high. Do you agree with me? Whenever we are too much excited, whenever we are too much delighted, surprised, that time our voice goes high. It is called as rising tone. So here you can understand that tone and emotions, tone and attitudes, tone and reactions have close relation. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Huh. Okay. So intonation is defined as the pitch of voice with which a phrase or sentence is uttered by the speaker. Okay. Simply change in tone is called as intonation. Change in tone, change in the level or pitch of voice is called as intonation. So it's understandable, nothing difficult, because we are the users of language. We use language in oral form. Intonation or change of pitch is crucial in signaling speaker meaning, particularly interpersonal attitudes. Interpersonal मधले म्हणजे काय तर आपसा मधले किंवा व्यक्ती मधल्या attitudes reflect करत असतात. And if you watch the movies, if you watch the serials, then you will get a lot of instances of intonation. How the people, the characters in those movies or serials change their tones. And they have a lot of attitudes. Yes or no? If the serial is of the people in family, and particularly mother-in-law and that daughter-in-law. Yes or no? You can check their tones. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Yes, sir.
So it is understandable. Okay, let's go ahead. Intonation, see here. Excuse me. Huh. Intonation shows the speaker's attitude. Punctuation in written communication plays the role of intonation. Okay, whatever punctuation marks we use in our written communication have the role of intonation. For example, full stop, comma, yes or no? Exclamation mark. Do they have any sense? Additional sense? Yes or no?
Yes.
Whenever we wish to tell the list of some atoms, some objects, that time we go for commas. And that comma stands for the pauses that we take in our oral communication. That full stop stands for the end of talk, right? So such are the functions of punctuation marks in our written communication, which are similar to intonation patterns. Try to understand. Then it is by changing the pitch, concentrate on the screen. It is by changing the pitch that we can indicate certainty, uncertainty, enthusiasm, boredom, and so on. We can detect fine shades of meaning in other people's speech. See, with the help of intonation, all these emotions like or attitudes like certainty, uncertainty, enthusiasm, boredom, and so on, there may be a long list of such aspects which are reflected through our tone. Okay. And we can detect fine shades of meaning in other people's speech. Okay, it is also understandable. We can say that, okay, start from here. Or highlight. Okay. We can say they sounded happy, tired, sneering, self-satisfied, sarcastic, and so on. So all these are the reflections of tone. These attitudes are picked up from very fine variations in pitch and loudness. आपल्या आवाजाची तीव्रता आणि आपल्या pitch मध्ये, बोलण्याच्या pitch मध्ये, लेवल मध्ये होणारे जे चढ उतार आहेत, व्हेरिएशन्स आहेत, फ्लक्च्युएशन्स आहेत, त्याच्यातून ते अर्थ व्यक्त होत असतात. इज दॅट क्लिअर? मग
Yes, sir.
हा, तुमचं म्हणणं असेल सर हे आम्ही आता का शिकायचं या लेवलला? You have to learn it because you have to bring it in your actual speech or in different occasions of speech. Whatever we have studied, like interpersonal talk, interviews, presentations, group discussions, and whatever, telephonic talk. Okay. Then let's go ahead for different types of intonations. You can see here, there are 5 types of intonation. The first one is falling intonation. Whenever the level of our voice goes lower or it decreases, it is called as falling intonation. So whenever we wish to take a pause or whenever we wish to stop, that time that falling intonation occurs. So here there is description. Let's go for it line by line. Okay. A falling tone is used to show completeness. बघा आपलं बोलणं पूर्ण झालंय हे दाखवण्यासाठी किंवा हे इनडायरेक्टली रिफ्लेक्ट होत असतं कशामधून? थ्रू फॉलिंग टोन. इट शोज दॅट द स्पीकर हॅज फिनिश्ड हिज टॉक दो टेम्पोररीली. आणि त्याच्यातून आपल्याला हे समजत असतं की दॅट स्पीकर हॅज कम्प्लिटेड हिज टॉक, जरी तो थोड्या काळासाठी टेम्पोररीली असला तरी. Okay, it occurs at the end of a phrase or a sentence. A falling tone is normally used when a person is about to stop talking. A falling tone is used at the end of a list to show that the list is complete. See, a falling intonation is very common in WH questions. See, whatever WH questions we have learned, whatever WH words we have learned in first semester as the interrogative pronouns, what, when, how, why, and so on. So in such questions, we find that falling tone. So for example, you can see here, when do you go to the office? See how I pronounce the sentence. When do you go to the office? Office. See, my tone falls because I have ended my question, because I have stopped. Are you clear? Do
Yes,
I say, when do you go to the office? Is it so?
No, sir.
No.
Try to understand. Okay. Then there is next type of tone, that is rising tone, which you can see here. Rise. It means increase. Okay. So see here, when the voice rises at the end of a phrase or a sentence, it is called as rising tone. एखाद्या वाक्याच्या शेवटी जेव्हा आपल्या आवाजाची तीव्रता वाढते तेव्हा त्याला आपण रायझिंग टोन असं म्हणतो. Try to understand. A rising tone can indicate incompleteness or continuation of speech. It means that उस स्पीकर ने उसका बोलना बंद नहीं किया और वो आगे जाना चाहता है, आगे भी जाके कुछ बोलना चाहता है. इस कंडीशन में ये राइजिंग इंटोनेशन का यूज होता है. ओके. A rising tone at the end indicates that they wish to continue speaking and are seeking feedback by word or gesture. Whenever we wish to seek the feedback, the reaction through word or through gesture, that time we go for rising tone. जैसे कि, do you know it? बघा, डू यू नो इट? त्याच्यातून मला तुमच्याकडून रिस्पॉन्स पाहिजे आहे. दॅट्स वाय आय पुट स्ट्रेस ऑन, or I put intonation, rising intonation, or I highlight that last word. Do you know it? Your answer will be yes or no. So I wait for that yes or no by putting intonation, rising intonation on the last word. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
And this is actually not the part to be read and understood. It is the part to be practiced by listening others, by copying them, by imitating them. Are you clear? Hello. Is it
Yes, sir.
understandable? Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for your response. Let's go ahead for the third type of intonation, that is fall rise. Okay. Fall means decrease is there and again rise is there. Whenever a person is in a confused state of mind, whenever a person is not sure, that time this tone is observed. See, this type of, see the lines here. This type of tone is used by the speaker when he or she is not sure and wants to, what is the last word here? Excuse me. Wants to add something more. Okay. Here is one example. I may deliver a lecture if I get an opportunity. बघा याच्यामध्ये that part in bracket is one condition. If it is satisfied, then that person will go for some action. मग असं तर आपण नेहमी बोलत असतो, राईट? जसं की नाउ इट इज रेनी सीजन. यस और नो? एंड वी से अगर बारिश नहीं आती तो मैं ऑफिस को जाऊंगा. मैं ऑफिस को जाऊंगा अगर बारिश नहीं आती. Getting or not? So there is ifs and buts. Can you understand? And that ifs and buts are the situations of confusions, are the situations of uncertainty. And in those situations of uncertainty, we find this fall rise tone, intonation. Okay. Then there is fourth type, that is rise fall. Means at the initial level, there is increase in the pitch and there is again decrease. So let's see what this rise fall intonation is. It is usually used to signal strong feelings of surprise or approval or disapproval. In general, larger movements in speech signal higher emotion and more interest. बघा आवाजामध्ये जेव्हा जास्त फ्लक्च्युएशन्स असतात, जास्त चढ उतार असतात, त्याच्यामधून intense emotions, our intense emotions are reflected through more fluctuations in our pitch, through more ups and downs in our voice. That is what we have studied in this rise fall type of intonation. And it depends upon the situations in which the person is. And here the surroundings also matter. Surroundings of the person, whoever is speaking, also matter a lot. Okay, I hope you have understood. Then the last type of intonation is level intonation. So this level intonation stands for plainness, stable mind, or triviality, or routine, or usual things. Because no any emotion is attached to the talk of such person. No any reaction, no any attitude. It's the part of procedure. It is the part of routine. That's why people speak in a regular flat voice. That is called as level intonation. Okay, so let's see what this level intonation is. A level tone signals boredom, routine, triviality. Triviality means व्हॅल्यूलेसनेस, त्याला आपण क्षुल्लकपणा म्हणतो किंवा निरर्थकपणा म्हणतो. ओके, and thus is the tone that teachers use for routines such as the roll call or class roll. Okay, बघा, शिक्षकांकडून अटेंडन्स घेताना जो टोन वापरला जातो that is called as flat or level tone, because there are no much reactions or emotions or attitudes attached to it. It is just part of procedure, right? So we understand it that it is procedure because of the voice itself. Try to understand. Yet this is the tone that many learners may use if they do not pay attention on their intonation. It is therefore particularly important to help learners to overcome any tendency they may have to use this tone inadvertently. Inadvertently means less carefully or casually. Try to understand. So what are the implications of this level tone? You can see the words here. First 3 words. Read them out. Which are the implications, hidden meanings of level intonation? Go ahead, read out those 3 words, whichever I have highlighted. कोणते कोणते आहेत?
Boredom, routine, and triviality.
Correct. Boredom, routine, and triviality. Very good. Then, where do we find this tone? When do we find this tone? See, I have highlighted one word here. In
Routine.
Routines. Correct. Very good. So these are the 5 types of tones. It is not that you should mug up all these types and keep everything in mind. It is not like that. This matter might be just for writing in ISC examinations, but beyond that, you should implement those strategies in your talk whenever you are speaking, and take care that your tone is going to reflect something more, which is caught by the people, which is understood by the people. Are you clear? Whatever the practical things you can bring in yourself, that practical or those practical things should be understood here. Okay, then the next type, next important aspect of our pronunciation is stress. So basically all of you know what stress is. The stress which you find in physics, or that tension is different. याचा काय अर्थ घेता तुम्ही? What is the meaning of this word? In Marathi maybe. Or which is the similar word like pressure, we can say. Emphasis, we can say. म्हणजे काय?
ताणतणाव.
ताणतणाव. ओके, पण ताणतणाव हा जो मीनिंग आहे तो आपल्याला इथं अपेक्षित नाही. मीनिंग बरोबर आहे ताणतणाव, but that is related to different psychological state. पण इथं जो आपल्याला अर्थ अभिप्रेत आहे तो म्हणजे एखाद्या शब्दावर किंवा वाक्यावर दिलेला भर. मग तुम्ही, मी, the people around us, do we stress, do we put emphasis on certain words while talking? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And what is our attitude behind that? Why do we go for putting stress on certain words? Can you guess? Can you tell?
Or highlight which we speak.
Correct. It is the perfect answer to highlight what we speak or to highlight certain element of our talk or to highlight specific word, specific person, specific thing in our talk. For example, I will tell you a short sentence. मी वाघाला मारलं. 3 शब्द आहेत. कोणते कोणते? सांगा. रिपीट करा माझं वाक्य. काय वाक्य आहे माझं? मी वाघाला मारलं. मग कधी कधी मी या शब्दावर भर देतो. मी वाघाला मारलं. याच्यामध्ये माझा पर्पज हा असतो की मी हायलाइट झालो पाहिजे, माझं महत्व वाढलं पाहिजे, मी काहीतरी समथिंग डिफरंट केलंय हे जाणून द्यायचं असतं. कधी कधी माझा भर दुसऱ्या शब्दावर असतो, दॅट इज वाघाला. मी वाघाला मारलं. कळते? मुंगीला नाही. कळते? वाघाला या शब्दावर भर देण्यातून मला तेच हायलाइट करायचं असतं की कोणत्या साध्या प्राण्याला मारलं नाही, गरीब प्राण्याला मारलं नाही, तर एक फार मोठं ॲडव्हेंचरस जे आहे वाघाला मारणं, ते मी केलंय. गेटिंग ऑर नॉट? आर यू अंडरस्टँडिंग व्हॉट आय मीन टू से?
Yes, sir.
हां. And at third time, I will put stress on the last word, that is मारलं. जेव्हा मी मारलं या शब्दावर भर देत असतो तेव्हा मी सांगत असतो की त्याला पाहिलं वगैरे नाही, बघितलं नाही नुसतं. त्याला काय केलं? हां. पाहणं काय, कोणी पाहू शकतंय. वाघ समोर दिसतोय, पाहू शकतोय. पण मी त्यांच्यापेक्षा वेगळं केलंय. काय केलंय? काय केलंय सांगा ना? मारलंय. करेक्ट. And it is again the act of adventure. Yes or no? And my attitude behind putting stress on those 3 words is different at different times. Are you getting or not? In first position, I was trying to highlight myself. In the second position, I was trying to highlight that tiger. And in third position, I was trying to put emphasis on that activity of killing. Am I right? याच्यातून तुम्हाला हे पण कळतं की त्या बोलणाऱ्यासाठी महत्वाचं काय आहे. बोलणारा कशाला जास्त महत्व देतोय, कळते की नाही याच्यातून आपल्याला? Is it understandable what I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So whenever your listeners try to find out those extra linguistic meanings, then you will be successful listener. करते कि नहीं? Whenever your listeners, I will repeat my sentence which is important. Whenever your listeners in any of the situations, that time try to find out the extra linguistic aspects like distress or intonation, because of which you will find some additional implications, additional drops of meanings from that talk. And many times people don't express themselves in clear terms. बघा, खूपदा माणसं आहे त्या सरळ वाक्यामध्ये, शब्दामध्ये स्वतःला व्यक्त करत नसतात. मेनी टाइम्स दे इम्प्लाय समथिंग. बोलत असतात एक, पण त्यांना म्हणायचं असतं दुसरं. I'll tell you one example so that you will understand. There is one home. In home, there is that owner, that is one female of that house or home, and there is one female servant, maid servant. And there are clouds in the sky. It is the time of rain. So that owner lady speaks or tells to that maid servant that it may rain now. ती काय म्हणते? That owner lady काय म्हणते? It may rain now. Looking at the clouds in the sky, she makes one statement that it may rain now. आणि ती जी सर्वंट असते, मेड सर्वंट असते, ती जाते टेरेसवर जाते आणि जे कपडे वाळत टाकलेले असतात ते घेऊन खाली येते. मग त्या मेड सर्वंटला तुम्ही काय म्हणणार? वेदर शी इज अ गुड लिस्नर और जस्ट कॉमन लिस्नर?
Good list.
हा, गुड लिस्नर. वाय? Why
She
that?
implement what she said.
Ha, correct. That maid servant is a good listener because she has understood what the owner lady wishes to say. Her statement was not about rain or something, but it was one indirect appeal to that maid servant to bring the clothes downside. Getting or not? आणि माणसांचं बोलणं तसंच असतंय. ती ओनर लेडी डायरेक्ट म्हणू पण शकली असते की जा आणि वर वाळत टाकलेले कपडे घेऊन ये. ठीक आहे, तिने तेच केलं असतं. पण कधी कधी तुमचा जो बॉस असतो ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये काम करत असताना, he will not tell in clear terms to go and bring those files. He will say like those files are necessary for us now. मग तुम्ही काय करणार? बघत बसणार बॉसकडं की जाऊन घेऊन येणार? का कमीत कमी सर त्या फाइल्स मी आणू का असं विचारणार? काय करणार? है की नाही? So that is the part which we need to understand, and it is implied by stress or intonation. Try to understand. Okay. So let us go line by line for understanding this stress element. Okay. Stress is defined as the degree of force with which a syllable or a word is pronounced. Let me understand the word, hidden word pronounced. पुढचा शब्द कोणता आहे? हा, pronounced. Okay, that is the last word. Stress is defined as the degree of force with which a syllable or a word is pronounced. The degree of force. You have learned physics. So tell me what force is. And degree of force म्हणजे काय? तर ठराविक शब्दावर दिलेला भर आहे, भर. कळतोय? Okay. With which a syllable. Now your question might be, sir, what is syllable? So I will explain. A syllable is a unit of sound which has a vowel sound, or a syllable is a unit of sound which contains one vowel sound. So let me take you back to the smallest element of language. What is it? Which is letters. Very good. Or alphabets. And those alphabets or letters have been divided into two categories. Do you remember those two categories?
Yes, sir.
Which are they?
Vowels and consonants.
Correct. Very good. Vowels and consonants. त्यालाच तुम्ही मराठीमध्ये स्वर आणि व्यंजन असं म्हणता. मग परत अजून तुम्हाला थोडंसं बॅकला घेऊन जातोय. Which are the vowel sounds in English?
A, E, I, O, U.
Correct. A, E, I, O, and U. And these 5 vowel sounds have different variants. And those variants can be easily understood if you know the list of Marathi vowels or Hindi vowels, starting with A and ending with अ ची सिरीज का असते जे आपण पहिलीमध्ये दुसरीमध्ये शिकलोय ती अ ते नाही शिकले. क पासून तर ज्ञ पर्यंत शिकले, अ पासून तर आ पर्यंत शिकले, शिकलेत की नाही?
Yes, sir.
हा
Yes, sir.
हा, मग काय सिरीज आहे मराठी वॉवल्सची किंवा देवनागरी हिंदी साठीच्या वॉवल्सची? व्हॉट इज द सिरीज? अ, रिपीट. बोला पुढं. तुमचं काय होतंय माहितीये का? सगळं तुम्हीच सांगा सर, आम्ही फक्त ऐकतो. काहीतरी रिमाइंड करा ना, जे आपण पहिलीच शिकलोय, वारंवार शिकलोय आणि ते कधीच विसरू शकत नाही आपण. सांगा. अ म्हणा.
अ
हा. आ.
आ
पुढे बोला आता तुम्ही.
E.
ई ओ ओ
O O
I.
हा
A I
हा
ऐ ऐ
O O
अंग
हा
अंगा
आणि आहा. करेक्ट, व्हेरी गुड. हे सगळे व्हावल साऊंड्स आहेत. आणि तुम्हाला याच्यामध्ये अ जो आहे, पहिला व्हावल मराठीमधला, त्याचे वेगवेगळे व्हेरियंट्स पाहायला मिळतील. आणि ते व्हेरियंट्स कोणते आहेत? तर आ आहे, है की नाही? ओ आहे, औ आहे, आहे, आहा आहे, राईट? त्या अचेच ते वेगवेगळे रूप आहेत. तेच अचा अजून एक व्हेरियंट आहे इंग्लिशमध्ये, ॲ. जसं की ANT, है की नाही? हे स्पेलिंग तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. हाऊ डू यू प्रोनाउन्स इट? ANT. काय म्हणता? कसं उच्चारता? मुंगीचं स्पेलिंग?
अँट
अँट, है की नाही? अचा तुम्ही कोणता व्हेरियंट वापरला इथं? ॲ. क्लिअर? ॲ इज द व्हेरियंट, अ फॉर्म ऑफ द वावल अ. लक्षात घ्या. मग अँट हा जो शब्द आहे, दॅट इज मोनोसिलॅबिक वर्ड. बघ, आपण मुळात आपण सिलॅबल म्हणजे काय ते शिकतोय. मोनोसिलॅबिक, मोनो मीन्स वन सिलॅबल, वन वावल साऊंड. And there are some words, there are many words with multiple syllables. It means that there are multiple vowels included in the sound, in the pronunciation of specific words. For example, examination. Examination. How many vowel sounds are there? How many syllables are there? Exa. Me. Nei. Shan. एक्झा. ए. ए हा पहिला काय आहे? तुमच्या अ ते आच्या लिस्ट मध्ये नाही का ए? आहे की नाही?
Yes.
हा आहे. परत एक्झा. आ. एक्झा. आ आहे?
Yes sir.
आहे, करेक्ट. मी. ई. मी. म अधिक ई. मी. आहे? ई.
Yes sir.
हा.
Yes.
नेई. 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 शन. ए. ई. नेई. शन. श अधिक अ. अ आहे त्याच्यामध्ये. नेई मध्ये ई आहे. आर यू गेटिंग ऑर नॉट? So this is the way in which we can understand that a word is the combination of vowel sounds as well as consonant sounds. And whenever such vowel sounds occur, they are called as syllables. Okay. And words can be monosyllabic or polysyllabic. लक्षात घ्या. तर मग आता मला समजा एक्झामिनेशन ह्या शब्दाचा उच्चार करायचा आहे, तो आय से एक्झामिनेशन. एक्झामिनेशन. कुठं माझा भर आहे? वेअर डू आय स्ट्रेस? वेअर डू आय पुट स्ट्रेस? एक्झामिनेशन. collaboration, collaboration. Are you getting or not? Coordination, coordination. Exception, 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 exception. Are you getting or not? I'm putting stress on specific that syllable. I'm not putting stress on all syllables. Specific syllables of specific words are highlighted, are stressed. You might have seen one dictionary in which you would have seen those apostrophe marks on the top, on the head of certain letters of that spelling. And those apostrophe marks stand for the pronunciation of those words. म्हणजे तुम्ही pronunciation करताना त्या ठराविक शब्दाचे pronunciation करताना कोणत्या syllableवर भर द्यावा ते तुम्हाला कळावं यासाठी तिथं त्या लेटर्सच्या डोक्यावर मागे पुढे तुम्हाला apostrophe type symbol सापडेल. If you haven't seen dictionary, carefully see it once again so that you will understand. Okay. So basically this stress has two types. One is word stress and another is sentence stress. हा मग word stress म्हणजे काय तर आपल्याकडून ठराविक शब्दावर दिला जाणारा भर. And sentence stress means whenever we put emphasis on specific sentence, complete sentence, it is called as sentence stress. And these are again important aspects of our pronunciation, of our oral presentation. Okay, so let's understand what word stress is. Okay, it refers to the patterns of stress within the syllables of a word. Word stress is accent. Now, you might have heard the words like American accent, British accent. Or you might have heard the sentences like she speaks in American accent, he speaks in British accent. Yes or no? I speak in Indian accent. So this accent is nothing, but it is the pattern of stress or intonation. It is the way, it refers to the way in which pronunciations are done. Clear? For example, I will tell you so that you will understand. Now, Marathi is one Maharashtrian language, but is it spoken in same manner all over Maharashtra?
No, sir.
Correct. So there you will find Puneri Marathi, Solapuri Marathi. That Nagar side, Ahmednagar side Marathi is different. Latur side Marathi is different. Means as far as pronunciation is concerned, try to understand. Then in Vidarbha, that Marathi is spoken in different manner. So these are the variants. These are the accents of same language, that is Marathi. And there are again two types. One is native and non-native. Are we, you and me, native speakers of English or non-native? Are we native speakers?
No.
Try to understand. Who are the native speakers of English? Those people maybe in Britain or England, because it is their mother tongue. But you and me are non-native speakers of English or non-native users of English. Try to understand. And again, we have our own accent. We Indians have our own accent of speaking English. Are you getting or not? जसं आपण महाराष्ट्रातली मराठी वेगवेगळ्या भागामध्ये वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीने बोलली जाते हे पाहिलं, तसंच इंग्लिशचं पण आहे. ज्या पद्धतीनं ब्रिटिश लोक बोलतात त्या पद्धतीनं जापनीज लोक बोलतात का इंग्लिश? इंडियन्स बोलतात का? चायनीज बोलतात का? नाही. They have their own variants, their own ways of pronunciations. And we should never expect that I should speak like British. Not necessary at all. I should speak like American. Not necessary at all. Just the matter is of being understandable to other person. If you are successful in expressing yourself in at least Indian standard of speaking, then it is acceptable and you will be understood all over the world. Doesn't matter. Are you getting or not? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
should
sir.
never
Yes, sir.
bother. You should never bother about the tone, about the pronunciation of your language. Just take care that it is polished. It is acceptable. It is at least standard by Indian standards of pronunciation. That's enough. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead line by line with word stress. It refers to the pattern of stress within the syllable of a word. Word stress is accent on one or more syllables within a word. A syllable is a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound, as we have recently discussed, with or without surrounding consonants. Words may be monosyllabic or polysyllabic. We have also discussed it. Okay. Do we have time to discuss further? I think it's 1:45, right?
Yes, sir.
So let us stop here. Whatever the remaining things are, we will discuss in our next lecture. Up to then, we will go for our attendance. So roll number 1.
Present.
Roll number 2. Roll number 2 is absent. Roll number 3.
Present.
4.
Present, sir.
5.
Present, sir.
6.
Present, sir.
7.
Present, sir.
Roll number 8. Roll number 8 is absent. Roll number 9.
Yes, sir.
10.
Present, sir.
11. 11 is absent. Roll number 12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
14.
Yes, sir.
15. Roll number 15 is absent. Roll number 16 is absent. 17 absent.
Yes,
Roll
sir.
number roll number 17. Are you present?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Roll number 18.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Roll number 18.
Me, sir.
Roll number 19 is absent. Roll number 20.
Yes, sir.
21. 21 is absent. 22. 22 is absent. 23.
Yes, sir.
24. Absent. 25.
22, sir.
Please repeat. What is your roll number?
22, sir.
Okay, 22 is present. 24. 22 is present. 24 is absent. 25 is absent. 26.
Yes, sir.
27.
Yes, sir.
28. 28 is absent. 29 is absent. 30 is absent.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 31 is absent. 32 absent. 33
Hello.
huh,
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. 24, sir.
24 is
Can you
present.
remove?
Okay. What about 32? 32, are you present? Okay, absent. 33,
Yes, sir.
34,
Present, sir.
35, 35 absent. 36,
Present, sir.
37,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
38,
Present, sir.
39,
Present, sir.
40,
Yes, sir.
41, 41. Okay, present. 42,
Present, sir.
43, 43 is absent. 44,
Present, sir.
45,
Present, sir.
46,
Present.
47, 47 is absent. 48,
Present, sir.
49,
Yes, sir.
50, 50,
Yes, sir.
51,
Yes, sir.
52,
Yes, sir.
53,
Present, sir.
54,
Present, sir.
55,
Present, sir.
56,
Present, sir.
57,
Yes, sir.
58, 58. Are you here?
Present, sir.
Okay. 59, 59 is absent. Okay. 60, absent. 61 is absent. 62.
Yes, sir. 61, sir.
61 is present. Roll number 47.
7, sir.
Okay, is present. Okay. Roll number 62,
Yes, sir.
63,
Present, sir.
64,
Present, sir.
65,
Present, sir.
66. Roll number 66 is absent. 67,
Yes, sir.
68 is absent. Okay. 69,
Yes, sir.
70, 70,
Yes, sir.
71,
Present, sir.
72, 72 is absent. 73
Present, sir.
and 74. 74 is absent. I think 74 is the last one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll repeat the absent numbers. Roll number 2, 8, 11.
Hello, sir.
Huh.
Roll number 2, sir. Present.
Roll number
8, sir.
Okay, roll number 2 and roll number 8 are present, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, roll number 11, 11, 15, 16, 19, 21, 25, 28, 29, 31, 32, 35, 43, 32 Rohit
32
is present. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Roll number 43, 59, 60, 66, 68, 72 and 74. Okay, is there any claim from anyone for attendance? I think there is no claim. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Let's meet in our next lecture. Thank you.